Tens of thousands of people convicted of drunk driving in Massachusetts can now withdraw their guilty pleas or ask for a new trial because of bad breathalyzer tests. An investigation found the testing machines were not calibrated properly, which led to false results.
And today, the Supreme Judicial Court ruled that everyone convicted with a failed breathalyzer should get a second chance to plead their case. WBZ's Beth Germano is live for us in Boston tonight. Beth, obviously this affects a lot of people.
Well, people who say more than their reputations were damaged, and they are happy now to have a chance to wipe the slate clean. These breathalyzer machines were used by law enforcement agencies across the state, and it is drawing comparisons to another notorious case.
Again, I think that's important for anybody to be able to tell their side of the story, especially somebody who's wrongly convicted.
And Matthew Motter was the Berkshire-based chef convicted of drunk driving based on what is now clear was a faulty breathalyzer machine that impacted his life.
You have to drive a lot to make a living, to make a career. And in my life, without having a license, that's basically a career ender.
This is a situation where 27,000 people's lives were irrevocably changed.
The stage is set for thousands of drunk driving cases to potentially be dismissed, now that the state's highest court has ruled that all tests performed on this machine, the Alcotest 9510, between 2011 and 2019 were tainted because they weren't calibrated properly or routinely. Attorney Murat Erkan represents a North Shore woman who felt forced to plead guilty in 2013 after her breathalyzer results.
Ms. Hallinan believed that she was not guilty of OUI, and that's why she took the breathalyzer test. And when the result came back saying, that her belief was wrong, her confidence in that position was shaken.
In fact, the SJC called the conduct of the state's Office of Alcohol Testing egregious. Attorney Joseph Bernard, who is co-counsel on the case, believes the agency lied and hid information to obtain more convictions.
The scientific attitude in that lab was an us against them mentality. We're right, you're wrong. We're here to produce a guilty finding.
The cases are drawing comparisons to the state lab scandal where thousands of drug cases were tossed out due to chemists Annie Ducan and Sonia Farrick falsifying evidence. And these drunk driving cases, Matthew Motter says reputations and livelihoods have been hurt by an agency now proven to be at fault.
And that kind of laziness, that should be something that people should have to pay some kind of penalty for, and instead it seemed like I was on the receiving end of it.
Now, the Massachusetts State Police, which oversees the testing agency, says it is reviewing the decision, but that substantial reforms have been made to prevent these kinds of faulty readings. Reporting live outside the SJC in Boston, I'm Beth Germano, WBZ News.